Here we are at Walnut Hills High School, the second game here for the Dukes. This is actually week 1, but it'll be game number 2 for them. This week they are here at Walnut Hills taking on the Indy Bison, a formidable foe and a familiar foe for the Dukes. These two teams met a few years ago in a game the Dukes won 20-12, so the Bison came pretty loaded, a full roster, came down I-74, and they are looking to get some revenge here on the Dukes. We are waiting the coin toss at the moment, going over all the rules. I believe there are many. Once we get to the fourth quarter especially, you can download all 9 pages of the continental shift rules from the COFL website. However, these first 3 quarters will be played under NFL rules, including a coin toss to determine who will have the option to kick or receive. See head coach Daryl Moore of the Dukes in the middle of both teams, both sets of captains. The Dukes coming off a successful week 0, a 45-0 win against the Midwest Vengeance. This week they take on the undefeated Indy Bison. They come in at 4-0. They have an impressive win on their own 2 weeks ago. They were off last week for the Labor Day weekend, or the Memorial Day weekend rather. But 2 weeks ago, they defeated the Midwest Renegades, not to be confused with the Vengeance team the Dukes just beat. The Midwest Renegades are a highly regarded semi-pro team, highly ranked. And the Bison came away with a 20-12 win in that contest. So they come in 4-0. The top-ranked team in the Midwest Developmental Football League, that is the same league as the Vengeance team that the Dukes just played. And, actually, the Bison have another big matchup coming up after this. They'll be playing the Illinois Grizzlies next week, another top team in the MDFL. The Dukes, after this week, they'll be returning to Mason next week to take on the Kentuckiana Cavalry, another MDFL team that actually the Bison will play later in the year. So a lengthy coin toss here. Still haven't seen the result of it. Both sets of captains out there for the Dukes. Our captain, we have Idaho Brown, Kayvon Burnett. He had an interception last week. Brown had a touchdown catch last week. Quarterback Grady Kramer, and I believe it's Dominic Raven in the middle of him. He did not play last week, and he will be a force on that defensive line. Kamani Murray is also in attendance this week. He was not here last week, so you may see some of him at quarterback in addition to Grady Kramer. Murray was the quarterback when the Bison and Dukes did play way back in 2023. He threw 2 touchdown passes and ran for the go-ahead score and eventual winning score in the fourth quarter of that game. So still talking things over here among their officials and captains. If I get you the Bison captains are. They're on the other side of the field from us here at Walnut Hills. Great facility here. They actually have 2 fields. This is the larger Mark Stadium. There's also the South Field, or the Christopher Athletic Complex, that can be used at times as well. It's come in quite handy on a few occasions. So the Dukes were also a part of a very successful first week for the CFL. Actually, we have we finally have a result of the coin toss. It looks like, I think the Bison are going to be receiving. So we'll find out multiply just for sure. But as I was saying, the COFL had 4 games last week, and all 4 were shutouts. None of the teams have been scored on yet. In addition to the Dukes' 45-0 win, the Texas Syndicate beat the Arkansas Nighthawks 53-0. The Tall City Black Gold won 26-0 against the Texas Herd. And then on Memorial Day, on Monday afternoon football, the San Antonio Toros won 71-0 against the Tennessee Hornets. The Toros have kind of made a statement here earlier in the year. We have the team, it seems like, that has a target on their back. And they will be playing again today. Same time as this game, the Toros are playing the Texas Syndicate in Pflugerville, Texas, just north of Austin. So the Toros are going up 35 to go on the road for their first game in the Continental Football League. So, as we saw last week in these first 3 quarters, we will be using the NFL rules, so we will have the dynamic kickoff, in which the kicker will be by his lonesome at the 40-yard line. The coverage team will be at the, I believe it was the 35. The Dukes blockers will be at the 30. They are allowed to have a couple guys back down at the 25. 2 men back deep to return. Their returners looks like will be Darnell Williams and Michael Crawford will be the deep returners for the Dukes. As we are flipping the field here, so the Dukes will be going the other way. Those players don't have too far to go, although Williams and Crawford have to run or jog the length of the field to get in position. Kicking for the Bison will be longtime kicker Pavel Poluchinin.
Dukes to receive, Bison to return.
Poluchinin will be kicking from the 35-yard line. He will need to get this ball to at least the 20-yard line. Otherwise, the Dukes will take over at their own 40. If he gets inside the 20, the Dukes will be able to return it. If he kicks it in the end zone on the fly, I believe it's the 35 where the Dukes will get it. On a bounce, the Dukes, it'll be the more traditional touchback at the 20-yard line. So we have a nice crowd here at Walnut Hills for this second game for the Dukes. Venture into the Continental Football League. The Bison, their coaches on the field, getting themselves set. This is an unusual formation for them. Usually, I believe they play by the college rules typically in the MDFL. I know they do not use the dynamic kickoff at the very least. Although the Vengeance didn't have too much trouble with it last week. So we're about set, ready for kickoff here. Just need a whistle to, there it is. And Poluchinin can let this ball fly when he is ready. Here is the kick. It is going to make it just inside the 20 and bounce inside the 10. Williams picks it up about the 7. He is brought down short of the 20, so good job by the Bison on that first kick. Brought down by Dominic Bentley and Derek Kemp Jr. So the Dukes will take over. What's that? Oh, sorry. Last week's game, the Dukes victory over the Vengeance. Raekwon Prince with a 33-yard touchdown from Brady Kramer. The ground game really made its mark. Mike Crawford with a 61-yard touchdown run, part of a 200-plus yard rushing effort. Derek Williams was also a part of that with over 100 yards rushing. He had a touchdown himself. So the Dukes are ready to play. They're actually going to be at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 Dukes. Kramer, the quarterback. Williams takes a handoff. He bounces out and is spun down by a few different Bison players. Curious overall among those on the stop. Also, actually not Reek Littles. That was, I believe, Kayvon Anderson helping bring him down. So out to the 24-yard line. 3-yard gain for Williams, a little less than last week when he averaged about 25 yards a carry. 20 on his first time he touched the ball. Actually, the shortest run was the 1-yard touchdown at the end of the first half. So the Dukes sending 2 receivers, or 2 to the left. Crawford and Williams, I believe, are both in the backfield. Kramer with the signal down to Brown. Zone receiver. Actually, that's Hezekiah Miller that goes in motion. Kramer steps up, looking downfield. He's going to let a pass go. It is incomplete. He was looking for Raekwon Prince. He was well covered, however. Good job by the Bison. Bring up third down. 3rd and 7 for the Dukes. As I mentioned, this Bison defense, they've been pretty ferocious so far. Led by Rick Littles, so Romeo Perry Jr. and Trey Cordova also making plays for them. Only 3 touchdowns allowed. They shut out the Bobcats. Did give up 2 touchdowns last week. That's the most anyone has scored, the 12 points that the Renegades had against them. You also see Marcus Richardson making plays. He'll be making plays on both sides of the ball. And they've already put the Dukes in a 3rd and long. Kramer takes a snap, looking, lets a deep pass go out of bounds, and that there is a flag behind line of scrimmage. So it looks like the penalty is a roughing the passer against the Bison, who looked like they were going to get off the field. Instead, it's going to be should be a first down for the Dukes. Send this ball down to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. So that'll be a key for the Bison to keep the penalties to a minimum, not give the Dukes a first down when you have them all set to punt. So the Dukes get a new set of downs. And they sprint out of the huddle, looking to take advantage of this second chance. Kramer with some last words for Raekwon Prince. He goes out wide with Hezekiah Miller. I think it's the Covion Spikes on the bottom of the field. Kramer looks, however, back to the right, over to Williams, who catches it but does not get far before Kayvon Anderson gets him out of bounds. So that is looks like it's not even a gain of anything. See where they spot the ball. The officials passing the ball around among themselves, and it is no gain. So 2nd down for the Dukes. Bison defense moving pretty stout at the start. Kramer takes a snap, hand off to Williams. He is met in the backfield, first by Movion Jones, and later by Joshua Dobbins. And another stop for no gain. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Dukes. They have not moved on this second set of downs. They've been gifted via the penalty. They send 2 receivers to either side of Grady Kramer. Williams is in the backfield. Kramer dropping back, looking, short pass over the middle, and is too high for Miller and falls incomplete. No flag this time. And so it'll be 4th down for the Dukes. Looks like they're sending out, I believe this is going to be Matthew Bolanos, going to be kicking for the Dukes. He will be punting back deep for the Bison. I believe that's going to be Kendall Williams. He is a dangerous returner. Been around several years. He played with the Crusaders. And I'm not sure if it was the Tornadoes or not. Obviously, he spent some time here with the Bison. So, Milano's with everyone set. There's the snap. It's a good kick. Inside, there's a fair catch, and Williams has it about the 23-yard line. That's where the Bison will have it, 1st and 10. So the Bison will take over. Good job on defense. Let's see what their offense can do. An offense that has been put up at least 20 points every game. They've been led by Montrez Herron, the quarterback, coming off a 3-touchdown performance. He's also, you see Jalen Crenshaw hauling in a touchdown there. He's also found his tight end, Terrence Booker. Also, Marcus Richardson's proved a valuable target. And on the ground, Terrell Williams, he ran for 100 yards last week. Also, Trey Taylor anchoring that line. So, this is going to be a handoff to, I believe, Williams. He does not get very far. So, little gain for him. Looks like Rory Bowers may have been in there. Also, Abraham Sidibe. About a 2-yard gain. So Heron, with 2 receivers to the left, takes a snap. Another handoff to Williams. Bounced outside in the backfield. Tries a stiff arm, but cannot. And a familiar sight from last week, Ivory Parker pulls him down.
Handoff to
Parker, who had an impressive performance, I believe 13 tackles last week, adds to that total here. Tackle for loss back to the 23 will make it 3rd and 11. The Bison trying to stick on the ground to start this game. I know the Vengeance seem to have some success in that territory, and the Bison were looking to take advantage. But now they face 3rd and long. So Heron takes a snap, drops back. He stutter steps and his pass incomplete. He was looking for the tight end. Terrence Booker felt he was held. Looked like there was some contact, but that ball was well out of reach. I don't know if that might have played any part of no flag coming out there. Regardless, it is 4th down for the Bison, and the Dukes will get the ball right back. So looks like Pelochinen will be doing the kicking or the punting as well as kickoffs for the Bison. So he's counting off his players, making sure everyone is set and in the right place. Dukes have 2 men back deep. One of them running. They might have too many men if the Bison can snap this. Marquise Jones does get off the field in time. There's the kick. Nazir Neal is back deep. He calls a fair catch at the 42-yard line. That's where the Dukes will take over. So the Dukes get it on a fair catch. They move up a little bit. A little better field position for this second drive. Don't get used to those fair catches, because once we get to the 4th quarter, they will not be part of the game. So the Dukes defense had an excellent performance last week. Here you see Kayvon Burnett with the interception. One of 4 turnovers. DeAndre Pope with another interception. Those set up the 2 first-quarter touchdowns for the Dukes. They also came up with a sack. That was just before halftime there. One of 4 turnovers. They scored later in the game on a fumble return by Dominic Williams. Of course, the Marquise Jones interception return, that was called back. Here we are back to action. Short pass, Raekwon Prince takes it almost to midfield. Short pass, but a nice little gain. Again, Kayvon Anderson, he's been busy for the Bison. That goes up to the 49-yard line, a 7-yard gain. So, actually, it might have been just 6 yards. It's actually 6-yard gain, excuse me. The ball was originally marked at the 43. So 2nd and 4 for the Dukes. Looking for their first earned first down. They did get one by penalty. Good start to the second drive. Last week they also failed to score on the opening drive. Kramer shuffles back and is over the head of his receiver. Ryan Miller was over there. But that's incomplete. It'll bring up a third down for the Dukes. I mentioned the opening drive last week missed field goal, but then they scored on 7 of the 8 remaining drives. The only time they didn't score was on a fumble where they went down to the 25-yard line and Tyler Anderson lost his handle on the ball, and the Vengeance were able to recover. Well, other than that, it was all touchdowns for the Dukes last week. Of course, this Bison team, we expected to give a little more resistance, and we've seen that early on. The Dukes face 3rd and 4 in their second possession of the game. Looks like the Bison are coming. Kramer shuffles back, caught by Williams. He's got the first down before E.J. Clayton helps him get out of bounds. So the Dukes are in the Bison territory down to the 44-yard line. 7-yard gain on 3rd and 4, and a first down for the Dukes. They keep the chains moving. The second drive here in the opening quarter. No score between the Dukes and the Bison. Should mention when the two teams went before, that was actually the Bison Red. There were 2 Bison teams at that time. There was a Bison Red team that the Dukes played. There was also Bison Blue. They've since merged into a singular one Bison team. So this is just the Indy Bison we're seeing today. Grady Kramer takes the snap. Another quick pass. Miller cannot hold on. And that'll bring up second down. So it'll be second down for the Dukes. Going there much more than they did last week. Already 7 passes against just 2 runs. So the Dukes, a little more familiar look for their offense, typically known as a passing team. We've seen that so far. They have 3 receivers down to the right. For Grady Kramer. He does have a running back by his side. That's Williams who sprints out. Kramer steps up. He lets pass over the middle. Oh, just over the head of Raekwon Prince. He was open, and Kramer looked like he was going to run, and then just in the last minute saw Prince open and tried to throw it to him. And in that indecision, his mechanics were a bit off, and it'll be 3rd down for the Dukes. So 3rd and 10 from the Bison 44. Downly going to be another pass here for the Dukes. 3 of 8 for 13 yards is Grady Kramer so far. 2 of those passes to the running back, Darnell Williams, and 1 to Raekwon Prince. So Miller and Tyrell Sanders to the left. Looks like Prince and Ido Brown to the right of Grady Kramer. He looks right, fires a pass. Prince hauls this one in, and he gets out of bounds with another Dukes first down. So nice try just by, they make the connection. Have to tackle DJ Clayton, but another first down for the Dukes. They're down to the 27-yard line. 17-yard pickup. Longest gain of the day. So the Dukes now 2 for 3, 2 for 2 on 3rd down in this drive, 2 for 3 for the game. See if they can maybe not have to rely on that 3rd down play and get a first down before that. 23 yards or 27 yards from the end zone as we stand. 2 running backs behind Kramer. Darnell Williams is met in the backfield, spun around. There is a flag. That was Ron Slow, or excuse me, that was a Ronald Williams who met him. I believe he may have had the face mask, however. So, actually, they're saying he did not have the face mask, so it is just going to be a tackle for loss, a 2-yard loss for the Dukes. 2nd and 12. Bison looks like they are ready for that running game that was so successful for the Dukes last week. So far, 3 carries have netted just 1 yard. So The umpire is going to hold things up for a minute here as our down marker gets set. So Tyrell Williams will be by himself on the left this time. 3 receivers and Darnell Williams on the right, the running back in the backfield. So Mike Crawford's in the slot. Crimer rolls right, fires back left for Sanders, and cannot make the connection, thrown across the field. There is a flag down short of the 20-yard line. Looks like the Dukes might have had a man downfield. Looks like it was the indication by one of the linesmen. See if that is the case. Yeah, it looks like they're asking the Bison if they want to take this penalty or not. I think they will. It is an ineligible man downfield on the Dukes. Penalty will be accepted. So I believe that's the Dukes' first penalty of the game. Move them back 5 yards. We get 2nd and 17 from the 34. And Coach Daryl Moore talking with Grady Kramer, and we're going to have a timeout by the Dukes.
Very much.
So it is 2nd and 17 for the Dukes as we return to action. They take their first timeout of this first quarter. Dukes on the move. They are down to, now they're at the 34. They were at the 27 initially. So Kramer takes a slow snap, moving backwards. Looking downfield, lets the pass go. It is caught by Idaho Brown. Gets his feet inbounds just short of the 20-yard line. Brought down by Kyrus overall. Might notice him wearing number X, apparently the legal number for the Bison. So Brown will be marked down. See where they spot this ball. Looks like we're going at the 22-yard line. So that makes it a 3rd down for the Dukes. 3rd and 5. They are about on the edge, I think, of field goal range for what we saw of kicker Joey Hibbard last week. He was kind of 50-50 on extra points, and this is a little further than an extra point where we sit right now. So we'll see if the Dukes, if this is 2-down territory or not for the Dukes. If they send 3 men out to the left, Brown, who just made that catch, is by himself on the right. Longtime Duke, Idaho Brown. Kramer with Tyler Anderson in the backfield of the block. Short pass, bobbled and caught by Raekwon Prince, short of the first down. I don't know if he gained any yardage, really. Brought down in the backfield by number 16, Keelan Laws of the Bison. So it looks like they actually might have given a yard. Makes it 4th down for the Dukes, 4th and 4. And they are sending Hibbard out there to attempt a field goal. So Joey Hibbard, this will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Bolanos, the punter, will serve as the holder. James Myers is the long snapper, I believe. It might be Smith Hincklooper, actually. So there's the kick. It is down. Kick is up. It is wide to the right and no good. And so the score will remain 0-0. So the 40-yard attempt by Hibbard sails wide right. Since it is NFL rules, I believe the Bison will end up with the ball at the 30-yard line, the spot of the kick. That is where they are spotting the ball. Good job by the officials. So the Bison have it 1st and 10. They were 3 on out on their opening drive. Trying to move the ball a little better here. This is Corey Bridges with the handoff. He has room around the right side and is finally met and brought down by Leroy Bowers, but not before he gets a first down for the Bison. So Corey Bridges, a longtime member of the Bison, with a nice 14 or a 15-yard pickup. And the Bison with a first down. So they're moving fast on this second possession. This is all the ball is bobbled by Bridges. Dominic Raven swings him down in the backfield. So no gain on this second attempt by Bridges. Some a familiar meeting there. Raven, a long-time Duke. Bridges, several years, not only with the Bison, he also played with the Indy Tornadoes before that. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bison. They are up to the 45-yard line. As Heron looks things over with 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. 1 step and a quick pass is caught by Marcus Richardson. Ball comes out. Picked up by Sidibe, but I think they're going to roll him down. So Sidibe had it. Sidibe and the Terrence Booker played that play out, but they are going to roll him down. So it'll be a 9-yard pickup into Duke's territory down to the 46. 3rd down, 3rd and 1 for the Bison. They are break the huddle quickly. Expect to see Bridges get a handoff here. It is a fake to Bridges. Heron rolls out, slings a pass to nobody in particular on the right side. Caught by Kyrie Allen, the talented defensive lineman for the Bison, but it'll bring up 4th down for the Bison. I'm pretty sure they're going to end up going for this. They're not showing any signs of punting here. They have just 1 yard to go for the first down. I'm probably also played in the decision making on that. The play action pass there. Corey Bridges still the running back. He's got 3 receivers out to the right, including the fullback, Booker. It is a handoff to Bridges. He's got the first down. There is a flag, however. So Jones and Bowers there with the stop. See what the flag is. They're looking at the Bison sideline, so it might be against the Dukes, possibly offsides. Well, I think the Bison might get, it is offside against the Dukes. Bison, if they take the penalty, I think we'll get a few more yards, and that looks like is what they're going to do. First down either way, but this way they actually get down to the 41-yard line. So first down for the Bison. They move down to the 41. Looks like Keyshawn Adams might be back there running back now. Next to Heron, who drops back. Quick pass and incomplete to Jalen Crenshaw, covered very well by Jalen Feltha. Looks like Feltha might have even had a chance to intercept that. But it just falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for the Bison. They huddle up, although the receivers stay out wide. Marcus Richardson by himself. Bottom of the field. Looks like Adams still the running back. Heron. Long snap count. Looks right. And lets one just go out of bounds. Didn't like what he saw on that right side. And Just fired one out of bounds. Brings up a third down. Duke seemed to know what was up on that play. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Bison at the Duke's 41-yard line. Here in the first quarter, still no score. Bison with their best drive of the game, of their 2 drives. They were 3 and out on their first. So Montrez Herron takes the snap, rolls out to the right, looking to run. He's going to be chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. So that was Sidibe who running after him, but unable to keep Herron from picking up the needed yards, all 10 yards, and plus inside the 30-yard line to the 28 and 18-yard or 13-yard pickup. And a first down for the Bison. So their third first down of this drive. Late first quarter, no score. 3 receivers bunched up on the right. Just one out left for Herron. And it's going to be a handoff to Adams. He's brought down by Parker. So a solid gain up to about the 22, about a 6-yard pickup. Makes it 2nd and 4 for the Bison. As they continue to move the ball on this drive. And I think that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, we are tied 0-0 with the Bison driving.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, Wizard Academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
When you support us on Patreon, you're not just supporting a broadcast. You're fueling a mission to build love, pride, and to uplift every team, every athlete, everywhere. Visit us on patreon.com/eDriven Score to show your support.
So we're back here at Walnut Hills High School. Dan Wright bringing you the action here on United Football Media and eDriven Score. It is 2nd and 4 Bison as we start the second quarter. Nice drive by Indy here, their second of the game. Herron with a short pass to Adams. Looks like he's got the first down before he is cut down by Kayvon Burnett. So a nice stop. A nice pickup for the Bison inside the red zone to the 16-yard line. So a 9-play drive so far by the Bison. They've moved 54 yards, taking what they can down the field. Of course, started by a running of Corey Bridges, got this drive going. Since then, they've relied on some passes from Montrez Herron. He's got Adams behind him now as he calls out his signals. Looks like he's changing this play. So everyone's set now. There is a snap. Quick pass, caught by his tight end, and spun down. Terrence Booker with the catch. Ivory Parker with another tackle.
Connects to number 18.
So that's down to the 9-yard line. Be 2nd and 3. Bison quickly to the line. We'll be getting ready for the fourth quarter in the Continental Shift as They're not taking a lot of time between plays here. So Heron hands off to Adams, up the middle, spins forward, going to be close to a first down. Looks like Dominic Raven and Mark Maddox on the stop, but they're going to mark him. They are going to give him the first down. So the ball's at the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Bison, looking to finish off this long drive. Already 11 plays. A very patient drive for the Bison. Heron looking to the right. Now over the middle, and has a man holding on is Jalen Crenshaw in the back of the end zone for a Bison touchdown. So the COFL is unscored upon no longer. Touchdown Bison, 6-yard pass from Marquise Heron to Jalen Crenshaw. And now the Bison will attempt the long extra point, the NFL extra point. From the ball was spotted at the 15-yard line. They're actually only about 6 yards back. Heron to do the holding for Lochinen. Trying to add to the 6-0 Bison lead. Low snap, kick is on its way and no good. So the touchdown is good, the kick is not. In early second quarter, the Bison lead 6-0.
In second quarter.
Need custom shirts or uniforms fast? For any event, weddings, vacations, reunions, memorials, team building, sports, we've got you. Walk in today and create your own personalized t-shirts, hoodies, or sweatshirts. No minimums, just your design, done fast. We're fast, local, and ready to bring your idea to life.
So the Bison, with an impressive 12-play, 70-yard drive, puts them on top, 6-0. When Montrez Heron finds Jalen Crenshaw in the back of the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown. The Dukes now look to respond. And we'll have the dynamic kickoff, so Pavel Polochinin will be by himself. The two team of blockers will be 5 yards apart at the 40 and the 35-yard line. The Dukes do have a couple blockers back at the 30. Polochinin will need to get this to the 20. He is successful in that endeavor back to about the 10, where Mike Crawford has it. Tries to squirt through a hole, but cannot. And finally thrown down out the 26-yard line. So that's where the Dukes will have it. First and 10, looks like they might get the 27-yard line out of this, depending where they spot it. Dukes, actually 28 even, so nice spot for them. Still 72 yards to go to even the score, or even take the lead if they can convert. This is their third possession of the game. Punted and missed a field goal so far. They moved a little further each time. This time Kramer with the handoff. Anderson had trouble with that handoff, and he was met in the backfield. That was Tyler Anderson, brought down by Durante Smith. He lost. And now the Dukes are back to the 27-yard line. So it might be a ball don't lie situation there as they lose yards on the first play after a favorable stop. Bring up 2nd and 11 for the Dukes. Send 2 receivers to the right, Brown and Prince. 2 to the left, Miller and Sanders. Anderson's still in there. There's nobody to block on this 2nd and 11 play. Kramer fires a long pass wide open to Sanders. It's a race to the end zone. He is going to win that and go 73 yards for a Dukes touchdown. Tyrell Sanders all by himself. Nobody around him. Just how to outrace the safety, which he did with these pass trade of Cordova. Tyrell Sanders, 73 yards for the touchdown. And we are even at 6. The Dukes wasting little time evening the score. So let's see if they elect to go for the kick. It looks like they will be as everyone's gathering at the 15-yard line. Joey Hibbard. With Lanos to hold. And he is a little further back, so he's treating us a more traditional 33-yard kick. Lining things up. The Bison, they had someone back to return the field goal. This time they have one somewhat back, but not really to return. There's a flag. A great kick is good by Hibbard. Might be his best kick we've seen from him. Looks like it might be either an offsides or a legal form. It looks like they're talking about an offsides against the Bison. The Dukes will elect to take the extra point, and they now lead 7-6. So Bison with a long, painstaking drive, 12 plays, 70 yards, and the Dukes 2 plays, and they answer right back. And one of those plays was a 1-yard loss. That's a little bit of the Dukes we're used to seeing. The high-flying passing game. Last week they scored 4 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing. The first one this week is through the air. And so let's see how the Bison respond. I will say this, their offense and the Dukes defense has been out there quite a bit. That was a long drive by Indy, the touchdown drive. So let's see how I think they're going to let him kick this from 5 yards up. Do the offsides. So I'm not sure I've seen that application of the penalty, but that's what we'll go with. So Hibbard will kick off from the 40. Everything will remain the same though. It'll still be looking, I believe, he should still need to get it inside the 20. The Bison can't quite catch who their return men are as they're both facing straight forward. This is actually the first time they will be returning a kick today. Say kick to start the game. So there's the ready for play whistle. Looks like Isaiah Moore might be one of the deep men for the Bison. I think Kendall Williams is probably the other. This one is going to be Moore at the 7, fielding it. Running to the left towards his own sideline. Has a block. Still on his feet and just nudged out of bounds by Nazir Neal. So good return by the Bison despite the offsides penalty on the extra point. They are all the way out to about the 45-yard line. That is where they will spot it. 1st and 10, Bison. Looking to build upon an impressive drive where they did take a lead. Now they trail. Difference being the extra points. The Bison were not successful. The Dukes were, and the Dukes therefore lead right now 7-6. Second quarter. So 1st and 10 Bison starting their 3rd drive of the game. Aaron with the handoff. That's Williamson. He is met by Bowers and Maddox. So he slipped through one tackle, but not much more. Avoid the tackle for loss. Instead, it's a tackle for no gain. So Bowers, the Princeton High School product, a local guy, one of many locals, dotting this Dukes defense. Kayvon Burnett out of Hamilton High School. Azir Neal, I believe, went to Fairfield. So, 2nd and 10 for the Bison. Aaron looks deep to the left. His pass is incomplete. There was a lot of congestion there looking for Crenshaw. Looks like Bowers might have had a chance to intercept it. So, 3rd down for the Bison. They've been balanced throughout this game. 8 runs and 9 passes. This will probably be, I'm assuming, the return pass is it's an empty backfield for Heron. So, and before the snap, we're going to have a whistle and a timeout by the Dukes. With Bison facing 3rd down.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
So we are back here on eDriven Store, United Football Media. Bison facing a 3rd and 10. Here Dukes leading 7-6. Dukes just took the lead. Bison looking to respond. Aaron still with the empty backfield. Rolls out to his right. There's a lot of happened before the snap. And finally blown dead. So we'll have flag. I think the Dukes may have jumped off sides unless they were enticed to do so by the Bison moving. That's what the Dukes are pleading. Dominic Raven, that's his call, but he is not wearing the striped shirt. And it is offsides against the Dukes. So, that's the 2nd time we've seen them jump off sides. Make it 3rd and 5 now for the Bison. Opens up the playbook a little more. Although Terrence Booker does run off the tight end. They will still stick with the empty backfield. 3 to left, 2 to the right for Marcus Aaron, who can run, as we saw that as he picked up a 1st down on the last drive. So he is looking to pass. Has time over the middle. It is high and picked off. Nope. Looks like there's a whistle. So the pass was intercepted by Leandre Pope. His 2nd in as many games. There was a flag too. Let's see what the call on the field is. So what sounded like the whistle came after the interception. Officials are going to have to talk this one over. Their white hat. There's a discussion. And here's another discussion. And looks like we might have a side discussion outside the main discussion. The Bison making their case from the sidelines. It looks like everyone will be in on the main discussion to figure this play out. It was 3rd and 5. The pass was intercepted by Leandre Pope. Shortly after he intercepted it, there was a whistle. So I'm not sure if we're going to pull out the inadvertent whistle roll or how we're going to adjudicate this. But we shall see. The Dukes, who were standing near the officials, are pointing in their direction, seem to feel they're going to get this ball. White Hat talking to head coach Darryl Moore. So they're moving the ball backwards from where it was intercepted. So it will be Duke's ball. So the interception will stand. Leandre Pope with the pick. Looks like there was a penalty out on the return. Blew the whistle inadvertently, but really didn't change that much. Still would have been an interception. Still would have been marked off where they marked it off on. So it'll be 1st and 10 Dukes. They'll be at their own 30-yard line. So they will take the field, looking to add to the 7-6 lead. DeAndre Pope, again, his second interception in as many games. And before we begin play, I think we're going to possibly a timeout by the Bison as there's some confusion on their side. So they, if nothing else, I think want a little more explanation of what exactly was the call. And they now have that. And if nothing else, bought them a little more time to get the defense set as well. So it didn't look like they were really set. And now we are ready for play. Dukes at their own 30, 1st and 10. Following the interception by Leandre Pope. First turnover of the game. Kramer, quick pass. Is caught. Miller slips through one tackle, trying to get through another. Finally brought down just over midfield. There is a flag back around the line of scrimmage, and it looks like this one might be coming back. So the flag is against the Dukes. So they will be going backwards. Might have been a block, it looks like, because we're going back to actually the 25. So the Dukes getting a little penalty prone here all of a sudden. They now have 5 penalties for 35 yards in the game. And now it's 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10 at midfield. So they're back at their own 25-yard line to the 5-yard penalty. Kramer rolls out, fakes the pitch to Williams, slides down, short gain. Kayvon Anderson makes another appearance. He's been busy on the defense for the Bison. That was 2-yard pickup. So 2nd and 13 for Cincinnati here. They've not been quite as balanced as the Bison, 12 passes to 5 runs. It's not really unusual for this Dukes team, a little more in line with what they had last week. Last week, Kramer, I think he only just passed it 10 times. So he sends Miller in motion this time. Left to right, takes the pass, draws back. He has, well over Miller's head. The defense backs are fighting for that on the sideline. So they'll bring up 3rd and long for the Dukes, 3rd and 13. There might have been Lawrence Dixon on the sideline going for that catch, or possibly Kenyon English. So 3rd down for the Dukes. They send 3 receivers out to the left. Looks like Idaho Brown by himself on the right. He had 2 touchdowns when these 2 teams played a couple years ago. Kramer backpedaling, Let the pass go. Sanders brings it in. He makes the catch. He's short of the first down, however. Garris overall there to make sure he got out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 3 at the 37. A bit of a decision for the Dukes. Looks like they made that decision. They're going to go ahead and punt this. Send out the punter, Matthew Bolanos. Back deep for the Bison will be Jabril George. Bolanos had a pretty nice punt the first time. 38 yards. And a fair catch by the Bison. So, oh, there might have been offsides. The Dukes might get a first down out of this. The kick rolls down just outside the 20-yard line. The Bison would have had the ball at the 22, but that offsides penalty will be a first down for the Dukes. So the signal is offsides Bison. That's only their 3rd penalty, but 2 of them have resulted in first downs now. The roughing the passer on the first series of the game. And now this drive stays alive. Just a little bit too jumpy inside the line, trying to get to that ball, trying to get a block or make something happen. And instead, the Dukes get to keep this ball. 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Mike Crawford, the running back. 2 receivers to either side of Grady Kramer. Bison with 2 safeties back. Crawford goes in motion, so now there's 3 to the right. Kramer looks right. Quick pass to Crawford. Tries to cut inside, but is not going to get much and actually probably lose yards. Another stop for Kayvon Anderson. That ends up being a 2-yard loss for the Dukes. Midway through this second quarter, Dukes leading 7-6. The Bison went on a long 12-play drive, scoring in. There's actually going to be a player down, and I think we're going to have an injury timeout.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, wizard academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So we are back here at Walnut Hills High School, 2nd and 10 for the Dukes. And player Mike Crawford got off on his own. He seems to be all right on the bench over there. So the Dukes, it'll be a handoff to Dominic Williams, or Darnell Williams, excuse me. He does not get much though. Up the middle, Movion Jones and Durante Smith did not give him much room to work with. He got about 1 of the yards back. So it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Dukes. So not quite as successful as the last drive. The second play was a 71, or how long was that touchdown? 73-yard touchdown pass to Tyrell Sanders. On the last drive, this time they will face 3rd and 11. Kramer drops back, pass time over the middle. Receiver falls down, and that pass is intercepted by overall who's got blocker, does work his way downfield. I don't think anyone's going to get in his way. Kieras overall is in for a Bison touchdown, bringing it back 60 yards. So the Bison take the lead. Kramer's receiver looked like he fell down, and it was an easy interception for overall. And he had an export down the sideline in the end zone. And the Bison now lead 12-7. So let's see, they go for two, or they try to kick this one again. Looks like they are gonna be kicking again, it appears. As everyone's gathering around the 15-yard line up. Now actually, the official heading towards the goal line, so it'll be a 2-point attempt by the Bison. So they're looking to make this a 7-point lead again. So looks like it'll be Corey Bridges, the running back for Montrez Herron. Official get everyone situated for this 2-point attempt. Bison looking to build on a 12-7 lead right now. Aaron fakes the handoff, quick pass is caught by Booker, and he is in for the 2 points. And the Indy Bison now lead the Cincinnati Dukes 14-7.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
When you support us on Patreon, you're not just supporting a broadcast. You're fueling a mission to build love, pride, and to uplift every team, every athlete, everywhere. Visit us on patreon.com/eDriven Score to show your support.
So we are back here with Pavel Plochinin on for another dynamic kickoff. The Bison have handled this pretty well. Mike Crawford seems pretty all right. He's out there for the kick to return this. Plochinin with a short kick that will be fielded by Crawford on a bounce at the 9. He tries to work through a hole. He's still not on his feet and is met, not going to be going much further. Kamani Howard stopped him, and then the rest of the Bison were there to help out. So they will have it the Dukes will have it at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Bison leading 14-7. They did come in here 4-0. And an impressive win against the Midwest, not the Midwest Vengeance, the Midwest Renegades that they defeated 2 weeks ago. So a different team than the Dukes had played last week. So Dukes looking to get back on track. Breaking the huddle here. Sunday night we have Dominic Williams out there in the slot. Up top with Idaho Brown. And we have Kamani Murray in at quarterback. So he will make his first appearance of the season. Kamani Murray with Darnell Williams beside him. Looks like he's changing things up for his first play under center. Murray steps up and don't think he's going to get out of there. That's not Corey Bridges, that's Romeo Perry Sr. with the sack. So Murray tried to step up, but Perry would not let him out of his grasp. A 4-yard loss. And the Dukes have it second and 14.
Second and 15.
So, Bison defense. They got a little energized by that sack. Their first of the game. Murray sent 3 receivers out to the right. Tyrell Sanders by himself. To the left. One-on-one with Kyrus overall, who just had the pick 6 for the Bison. Murray takes the snap, looks right, and he's going to be brought down again in the backfield. This time, it was number 77, Joshua Dobbins, getting to him. Dobbins, a familiar name around these parts. He's celebrating, and we have a timeout by the Bison to look like celebrate this sack.
Very much.
So it is 3rd and 18 for the Dukes as we are back. Back-to-back sacks on Kamani Murray's first 2 plays. Here's play 3. He does get the pass off, and he was looking for Hezekiah Miller over the middle, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Dukes. They will undoubtedly be punting. That second sack by Joshua Dobbins, a familiar name in the Cincinnati area. He's played with a number of teams in this area, the Kings, Comets, Northern Kentucky Wolfpack among them. Now making his name for himself on the Indy Bison. So they will have 2 back deep to return the punt. Isaiah Moore and Kendall Williams. Milano's standing on his own goal line for the punt. It's 4th and 18 for the Dukes. So even a offsides won't save them this time. Milano's kick is high, spinning, and out of bounds. It'll be in Bison territory, and we'll see exactly where. It fell somewhat deep on the sideline, so they're going to mark it at the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bison. So they'll have very good field position with a chance to add to this 14-7 lead. So I want to take a moment too, while we have a minute, to wish Bison owner Justin McAfee a happy birthday. It's off to a pretty good start for him. Justin McAfee, owner of the Bison, as well as the Grind Hard brand that you see all over Indianapolis. You know, I see it all the time on all the teams in the Indy area, especially including the Bison. So happy birthday to Justin McAfee. Already got a couple touchdowns as a present, I suppose. So we 1st and 10, Bison from the Dukes, 38. With Corey Bridges, the running back. 3 receivers bunch up to the left. Aaron looks that way, that's intercepted. Leroy, I believe that's Leroy Bowers with the pick. He's tripped up. 1 and more, but does get the ball back to the Dukes. So Kendall Williams tripped him up, but the Dukes get the ball back in just 1 play, and they are out of danger and even have a chance to extend this lead before the half. The Princeton High product, Leroy Bowers, with the interception. The Bison had 3 men over there. Heron pumped for the short pass, tried to get him the bite, and went for the deep man, but his pass was just too far, and Bowers is right there to get it. So the Dukes get the ball right back, looking to tie the game, tie the score. It is 14-7 right now, Bison. All the scoring here in the second quarter. So it looks like Murray is back out there, quarterback, for his second series. A little rough in the first one, but it was his first action of the season. This time he lets the pass go to Sanders, who brings it in overall, and he is inbounds for a Dukes first down. So Tyrell Sanders with a nice catch. Murray letting his receiver make a play, letting the ball out there. Sanders gets it, and the Dukes are in Bison territory. So 22-yard pickup down to the Bison 45. 1st and 10, Dukes. Murray's first completion of the year by the Western Hills product. Murray this time. Oh, it's a handoff. Henderson skips over one tackle, cannot spin out of a second. DJ Clayton there to bring him down. So Anderson with a 3-yard pickup down to the 42. So it'll be 2nd down for the Dukes, 2nd and 7 as they break the huddle. Send 2 receivers to either side. Still, I believe, Anderson in the backfield. Murray drops back. Short pass. Oh, could not connect with Prince. Looked like there might have been some indecision on which one, where he wanted to go, deep or short. Ended up short, but off the mark. And we'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Dukes, who are 2 of 7 on 3rd down this drive, for this game. Bison 1 for 4. So the Dukes break the huddle here on this 3rd down play. 3rd and 7. Sanders and Miller on one side, Brown and Prince on the other. Murray looks to the right, now to the left, lets the pass go over the head of Sanders. It's under pressure and just not have time. Sanders was open, but the pressure got to Murray and he let the pass go. And so that'll bring a 4th down for the Dukes. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here, trailing by 7 late in the first half. Looking to even things up before halftime. This will be their first 4th down attempt by either team in the game. We won't see any of these in the 4th quarter, as again we'll go to the continental shift, which will just have 3 downs. So Dukes enjoying the 4th down while they still can. Oh, and Brown was a little early on that. So they'll move back 5 yards. So that's 6 penalties against the Dukes. And looks like the punting team might be come out. And it looks like they have changed their mind and they will be punting now and looking to pay the Bison back deep in their own territory. So Volanos to punt. I believe it's probably, looked like it was Kendall Williams back deep. 4th and 12. So there is the kick by Volanos. Lets it go. It is short. Williams is going to let it bounce. I think for a minute he was going to return it, but decided better of it. And the Dukes will down at about the 12-yard line. That's where the Bison will take over.
You to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
So we are back. The Bison will start at their own 12-yard line, leading 14-7 against the Cincinnati Dukes. Heron will be by himself in the backfield. Oh, great rush by Raven, but Heron will be able to avoid it, keep the play alive, and actually pick up a few yards out to about the 20-yard line. So, looks like they're spotting this at the 19-yard line. It'll be second down and it looks like that'll be the 2-minute warning with it 2nd and 3 for the Bison.
Caution, 2nd and 3.
Looking to add to this lead. They are again facing 2nd and 3 here. 2 minutes ago in the first half, the Dukes actually have the yardage advantage, almost twice as many yards as the, in fact, they do exactly twice as many yards. The Bison 144 for the Dukes, 72 for the Bison, although almost half those yards for the Dukes came on the one touchdown. And the Bison also got the advantage of the interception return for a touchdown that right now proves the difference in the game. So 2 minutes ago here in the second quarter, we get to the fourth quarter, we'll have a 3-minute warning as part of the continental shift, but here it's still the 2-minute warning. Heron, his pass is low and incomplete. Looking for Isaiah Moore on that play. Quick look to left, and he came back to the right. Just short for Moore, so it'll be 3rd and 3 for the Bison, looking to keep this drive alive before halftime and keep the, if nothing else, keep the Dukes off the field with a chance to tie the score. So this is kind of might be an important conversion here. Corey Bridges is the running back if they decide to go that route. Heron sends a man in motion. That's Crenshaw. Bridges cuts back where Crenshaw came from. He is tripped up by English. And that is good for a first down for the Bison. So he gets 5 yards out to the 24-yard line.
Will be located on the 24-yard line.
And the Bison get to run off a little more time. Leading to 14-7 here in the second quarter. See if they get a little more aggressive now. 3 receivers and a bit of a diamond formation to the right. 1 by himself on the left. Aaron, a high snap. He does get it. Rolls around and does get the pass off. And it's complete to Rudy Simmons, or excuse me, that's Daniel Rixey, who gets another first down for the Bison out to the 40-yard line. So now the Bison down there are going to be aggressive as they are on the move. 2 first downs. And leading by 7. They will get the ball to start the second half as well. They can really make things tough on the Dukes here. Heron takes off. Gets a block to the midfield. Kenyon English with the stop, but another first down for the Bison as he gets across midfield. So, and the Bison will take a timeout. So there's a timeout by the Bison. They are on the move. So we're back here. The Bison are on the move. The chains were a little off, so they're getting them reset here after that Bison timeout. I'm not sure if the chains were off or the spot of the ball was off, because both have moved. It looks like the spot of the ball was, so they're going to put it at the Dukes 49. And now we are back ready for play here. The lights are on here at Walnut Hills, heading into halftime. Bison looking to add to a 14-7 lead. But before we do that, there's going to be a penalty on somebody. Something over down by the Bison sideline. Looked like somebody might have something. There was a little bit of chippiness, I think, based on the block during that last play. And it carried over. We're going to have offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties here. So the Dukes and the Bison both flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct, which results in offsetting penalties. And will remain first down. So the Bison sticking with the 3 receivers in the diamond formation on the left. Aaron looks that way now, slings one to the right, setting up a screen to his running back. Williamson is slung down. English and Sidibe on the stop. Bison quickly back up to the line after the 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Empty backfield now for Heron. He takes high snap, handles it with ease, steps up, lets the pass go downfield. Receiver hauls it in. Marcus Richardson has a 41-yard touchdown for the Bison. So they extend their lead just before halftime. Marcus Richardson, 41 yards, and the Bison are now up 20-7. So this time Heron did look pump short quick first and then went deep to find Richardson for the touchdown. He had 2 touchdowns last week, or just 1 last week, but it's another one this week. Heron had 3 touchdown passes last week, maybe what I had in mind. And shortly before halftime, the Bison have built a 20-7 lead and are looking to add to it here on the conversion attempt. So the Indy Bison, as I mentioned, they had been waiting this game for a while. The 2 teams played back in 2023 with the Dukes winning 20-12. They were supposed to play last year but did not. So here's Heron on the conversion attempt. Looking to the end zone. Short pass is caught by Dominic Bentley. There is a flag. I think the Dukes are running someone off the field. So I think this is going to count. That was the Dukes had too many men on the field, so the try counts, and the lead is now 22-7. On the 2-point conversion from Montrez Heron to Dominic Bentley. So the Bison have extended their lead here late in the half with a pair of touchdowns. And they lead 22-7. And Pavel Poluchinin will do the dynamic kickoff. He's gotten plenty of work on this in the first half. This will be his 4th one. Back deep for the Dukes will be Dominic Williams and Darnell Williams. So either way, I think someone named Williams is going to be, someone named Williams will be bringing this one back. Whether it's Dominic or Tyler, we'll see. Of course, Poluchinin does have to get it to the 20-yard line for that to take place. His kick is high, and it will get there. It's Dominic Williams at the 14, who steps his way and pushing forward, and not much more.
Cincinnati Dukes.
There is a flag after the play. Really can only benefit the Dukes. If it's against them, they'll just move back and try and run out this clock. If it's against the Bison, it will give them a little bit better field position to start the drive. So, there is an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bison, and that will move the Dukes 15 yards downfield. However, that was also, it looks like the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime with the Indy Bison ahead of the Cincinnati Dukes, 22-7.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, wizard academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
Very much.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
There's a lot happening in our sports community, and we don't want you to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Need custom shirts or uniforms fast? For any event, weddings, vacations, reunions, memorials, team building, sports, we've got you. Walk in today and create your own personalized t-shirts, hoodies, or sweatshirts. No minimums, just your design, done fast. We're fast, local, and ready to bring your idea to life.
When you support us on Patreon, you're not just supporting a broadcast. You're fueling a mission to build love, pride, and to uplift every team, every athlete, everywhere. Visit us on patreon.com/eDriven Score to show your support.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, wizard academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
Thank you very much.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
There's a lot happening in our sports community, and we don't want you to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Need custom shirts or uniforms fast? For any event, weddings, vacations, reunions, memorials, team building, sports, we've got you. Walk in today and create your own personalized t-shirts, hoodies, or sweatshirts. No minimums, just your design, done fast. We're fast, local, and ready to bring your idea to life.
When you support us on Patreon, you're not just supporting a broadcast. You're fueling a mission to build love, pride, and to uplift every team, every athlete, everywhere. Visit us on patreon.com/eDriven Score to show your support.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, wizard academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
Thank you very much.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenScore.com.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
There's a lot happening in our sports community, and we don't want you to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
Well, we are back here for the second half. I want to thank everyone here for joining us on United Football Media and eDriven Score here at Walnut Hills, where the Bison are leading the Cincinnati Dukes 22-7. And thank everyone for joining us as we endeavor on this new venture. Suffers through a few growing pains with us, but we again appreciate everyone for being here. The Bison, 2 late touchdowns to move ahead 22-7 on the Dukes. Pretty even overall in yards. The Bison have 153 to 144 for the Dukes. Now for the Bison, it's 93 passing and 60 rushing. The Dukes, 130 passing and just 6 yards rushing. The Dukes have 2 interceptions. The Bison just 1, but the Bison brought theirs back 60 yards for a touchdown that really sort of turned the tide in this game. They added another touchdown, a 41-yard pass from Montrez Herron to Marcus Richardson just before halftime. Added the 2-point conversion as well, and that is how the Bison lead 22-7. They did take the lead earlier on a 6-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Crenshaw. The Dukes answered right back a 73-yard touchdown pass from Grady Kramer to Tyrell Sanders. That is their only points of the game, however. So not only are Bison up 22-7, they will get the ball to start the second half. As the Dukes will be kicking off one more quarter of NFL rules, and then we will move to the continental shift. So here is the kickoff by Hibbard. It is high. It is deep enough to about the 15. Williams has it. Works the way upfield. Parker sports him out of bounds. So the Bison will have pretty decent field position here. Looks like it'll be just short of the 40-yard line. Actually back a little further to the 36. That's where the Bison will start. 1st and 10, looking to add on to a 15-point lead here in the 3rd quarter, the final quarter of NFL action. And then we will switch to CFL rules. Or really modified CFL rules. We can't extend our field quite as far as they do. So there's Booker in motion. Handoff to Williamson to the left. He gets a few yards. So Terrell Williamson with the carry. Now stop Nazir Neal and Kayvon Burnett on that rush around the end. Out to the 41, a 5-yard pickup. Nice gain, actually. Good start for the Bison here in the second half. Barron was the leading rusher for them with 3 carries for 30 yards. Corey Bridges had 3 for 20 yards. Williamson, he's now back to 0 after he lost some yards on some early runs. Herron ducks back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, keeps it alive. His pass is wide, however. He was looking for Jalen Crenshaw on that play. So that'll bring up 3rd down for the Bison at their own 41. Bison were 2 for 5 on 3rd down in the first half. They did not go for it on 4th down. They did punt it once, a 34-yard punt. So 3rd and 5 for the Bison. They have 2 receivers to the left, 2 left to the right. Terrence Booker, one of those to the left. Low step, and there's a whistle. And we're probably going to have a penalty, I think, against the Bison. Oh, no, that's the Dukes. Offsides against the Dukes. And that, I believe, is going to give the Bison a 1st down. It's going to be close, and they are moving the chains. So the Bison get a 1st down. Coach Daryl Moore can't be happy about that. He was talking to his team about many things, as you can imagine, at halftime, one of them being the penalties, and that penalty gives the Bison a 1st down, the 7th penalty of the game for the Dukes. So Herron, now, and I think the Dukes are offsides again. This play will cut off and a pass incomplete to Crenshaw. I don't know if I don't see a flag. Crenshaw was looking for one downfield as well. So I think that's just going to be an incomplete pass. Dukes may have been far enough off the line that when they took that step forward, they did not enter the neutral zone. So it'll be second down for the Bison.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Second down.
Looks like the officials also saying that was an uncatchable pass, so any possible pass interference would not have been in effect. So there's a handoff. Williamson, a running start before he is wrapped up and thrown down by Kenyon English.
Handoff to Williamson.
So Williamson gets a couple yards out to the 48. So now a 3rd and 8 for the Bison. And the Dukes, let's see if they can stay on side here and make the Bison run this 3rd and long. 2 receivers there outside of Heron. He takes a snap, rolls to the right, looking downfield, still looking, and he's going to be swallowed in the backfield. English is there, and he is met by Ibrahim Sidibe. So there is a sack for the Dukes. Back at the 43-yard line, a 5-yard loss. 4th and 13, and Plochinen will be on the punt. So the Dukes successfully stopped the Bison here on the opening drive of the second quarter. At least, so it seems. Still have to get this punt off without a penalty. Dukes have a number of guys back deep. Raekwon Prince, the deepest of them. And the Bison with an interesting punt formation. They have just 3 up the middle, 3 blockers for the punter, and then 2 gunners on either side. So Pelochinen's punt gets away, end over end, hits the ground and rolls. Dukes get away. And the ball will be downed. This is the last quarter, we'll see that. And the Dukes will take over at about their own 23-yard line. The Dukes will have it 1st and 10 here for their first drive of the second half. Let's see who we have at quarterback. Grader Kramer was 9 of 16 for 124 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Looks like he is going to be the one coming out there. Kamani Murray was 1 of 4 for 22 yards. Tyrell Sanders with 3 catches for 105 yards, including the 73-yard touchdown. Dukes did not get much on the ground. Nobody had more than 2 yards rushing. They ran 7 times for 6 yards. So 3 receivers out to the right for Kramer. Sanders by himself on the left. Williams, the running back. He was looking for Williams. A little miscommunication there. Williams turned inside. Kramer threw it outside. And that'll be an incomplete pass. Sanders is a newcomer for the Dukes this year, so not quite that chemistry that Kramer has with some of his receivers. The Mount Union product, Tyrell Sanders. Grady Kramer from Highlands High School in Moorhead State after that. So the Dukes break the huddle. Williams, another Mount Union player in the backfield. 3 receivers right, so same formation really. Kramer takes this snap on 2nd and 10. Quick pass is low and incomplete, looking for Idaho Brown. So 3rd down for the Dukes. They have not moved the ball on these first 2 plays. Half of the yards coming on the 73-yard touchdown pass. to Sanders. He was wide open on that play. Dukes could use another one of those, trailing 22-7 here in the third quarter. The final NFL quarter of this Continental Football League game. Kramer takes a snap, drops back, doesn't see anyone, chased out, lets it fly, and too high for Sanders rather. Brown feels that he was open, he was jumping around after that play. It's going to be fourth down, and the Dukes will punt. So both teams stopped early on, kind of the case the first half. Nobody scored in the first quarter, and then we had 29 points. We had 4 touchdowns combined in the second quarter. So Matthew Bolanos on the punt. The Bison with their 2 men back deep, Isaiah Moore and Kendall Williams. And they're coming up to get this. The punt is away. It's a good one to about the 40, and Williams is brought down by Sidibe, and the Bison will have it at their own 45-yard line.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, Wizard Academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
So the Bison take over here on eDriven Sport Core and United Football Media. It'll be 1st and 10 Bison. Chance to add to a 22-7 lead. There's a handoff. James Myers on the stop. That was a new running back. That was Derek Kemp getting the handoff. His first carry of the game. So the Bison out to the 49, a 6-yard gain. They have a decided edge in rushing in the game. They've run for 70 yards. The Dukes just 6. That has allowed them to control this clock at times. Including that first scoring drive, that 12-play drive, where they took a 6-0 lead. So Heron drops back, looks left, rolls out, slings a pass that way, has a man, it is broken up. Great job by the defense. Kayvon Burnett reaching out and keeping Daniel Rexy from getting it. So that'll bring up 3rd down for the Bison. 3rd and 7 from their own 49. And that's the 18th pass of the game by the Bison. Led to 14 runs. So 3rd and 7 for the Dukes. For the Bison, excuse me. Dukes defense looking to get a stop here. Empty backfield for Heron. 3 receivers to the right. 1 to the left, including tight end Booker. Heron looks right. Pass over the middle is caught. And Williams shimmies his way down. Finally touchdown by Leroy Bowers. So Kendall Williams picks up a Bison 1st down into Duke's territory at the 30-yard line. And the Bison get to continue this drive. They can really put some distance between them and the Dukes. Dukes might need all those continental shift rules in the 4th quarter to get back into this one, as the pace of play should pick up in the 4th quarter. Heron, quarterback draw, through to the right, bounces it outside and is tracked down from behind by Sidibe. There is a flag for holding, however. So the Bison will move back, negate that 7-yard run. And they'll move them back, I'm assuming, from the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they mark it. So yeah, they're going to put it back, look like at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Bison.
Ball on the 40-yard line, Bison.
So the Bison feels like it's been a while since they've had a penalty that was marked off. Well, they did have technically the unsportsmanlike conduct on the kickoff just before halftime. That really had no effect on the game. This one will push them back, see if they can get the momentum back on this drive. 1st and 20 from the Dukes 40-yard line. Kemp sent in motion, catches a pass, cuts inside, and he is brought down by Parker.
Connects to number 9,
So they get about 5 yards of this back there. 2nd and 5. So the Bison maybe going with a 5 yards and a cloud of dust offense here. They do that 3 more times, they'll have a first down. So Heron getting his team set. Once again, sending 3 receivers to left. He's going to be by himself with 2 to the right. Dukes coming up, put pressure. Heron, he scoots to his left, completes the pass. Williams shakes one tackler, stutter steps back inside and is spun down. Actually, that was Daniel Rickson that made that catch. Looks like they're going to give him the first down to the 20-yard line. So the Bison quickly get back on track. They have a first down despite the penalty. And they have 1st and 10 at the Dukes 20. So they are sticking with the empty backfield. Seems to be working here. Trying to add to a 22-7 lead. Heron, quick pass and a little bit of miscommunication. Williams was headed upfield. And Heron threw it behind him. He's looking to take advantage of the other 2 receivers as blockers. A little screen. Looks like they did have some nice blocking to at least get to the 2nd level and see if Williams could make somebody miss, but pass was off the mark. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bison, who have been moving this ball on their 2nd drive of the 2nd half. Williamson now in the backfield as a running back for Heron. And he gets a handoff, bounces outside, cuts it back inside, still on his feet. Williamson showing a little power with that run. Moving his feet down just short of the 10-yard line. He is just a yard short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Bison. And they are controlling the clock again. Another nice long drive for the Bison. They had one of these in the first half that resulted in the first touchdown of the game. If they can do it again, they would put some distance between themselves and the Dukes here. Already up 15. Heron, that fakes the handoff, rolls left, looks back to the right, thinks better of it, runs to the right. He's still on his feet, and he's going to run out of bounds. Not much, but good enough for a first down. Finally run out by Jalen Feltha. So a lot of running for not really a lot of yards, but good enough for the first down. Down to, I believe, the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Bison. They're inside the Dukes' 10-yard line. Looking to add on to this lead. Bison up 22-7. Heron hands off to Adams. He is held on by the knees at the legs by Dominic Williams. So Keyshawn Adams falls forward at about the 5-yard line. So he did pick up 3 yards on that play. Williams wouldn't let him go and get any further. 2nd and goal for the Bison. They are taking their time right now. They're enjoying a 22-7 lead. And looking to tack on some more. Now they have 2 running backs, Corey Bridges and Keyshawn Adams in the backfield, flanking Heron. It's going to be Bridges. Stutter steps, cuts left, and Bridges is in for the touchdown. I think the ball came out at the end, but he was already over the goal line. Corey Bridges punches his way in from 5 yards out, and the Bison extend their lead. Another long drive by them. This one, 10 plays, 54 yards, and their lead is now 28-7. And I think they're going to go for 2. They missed their 1-point kick, and have been 2 for 2 on these 2-point conversions. So I would say statistically, that says to keep going for 2. And a chance to be up by 23 points. So it is Adams to running back for Heron. And before the snap, there's going to be a whistle and a timeout by the Bison. So timeout Bison for this 2-point attempt.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never.
So we are back here for the conversion attempt by the Bison. Or we will call this the convert in just a few minutes. We head to the 4th quarter. Still 3rd quarter here. Bison looking to add to a 28-7 lead. There's a pitch. Crenshaw is not going to get anywhere. Thrown down by Sidibe in the backfield. The conversion is no attempt. The conversion attempt is no good. And the Bison lead remains 28-7. So the first time in the game, the Dukes stopped the Bison on a 2-point conversion attempt. So the Dukes see if they can start a comeback bid here. They just have had 1 possession so far in the 2nd half. They went 3 and out. If it gives them any consolation, the Bison first possession of the game was 3 and out, and then they end up taking this 28-7 lead. So Pavel Poluchinin will be kicking off once again. Dominic Williams and I believe Mike Crenshaw is the other returner back there for the Dukes inside the landing zone. Might be our last full kickoff, or dynamic kickoff, I guess I should say. And actually, I believe teams have an option of not even having a kickoff as we head into when we get into the 4th quarter. So there is the kick. Williams fields it at the 13, makes his way up the Duke sideline and is spun down by, I'm going to say that's Chris Stokes. So the Dukes will take over 1st and 10. Looks like William got just past the 30-yard line. So it's been rough going of late for the Dukes. See if they can get something going here. Trailing by 3 scores. Grady Kramer is in at quarterback. As the Dukes break the huddle here. I think it might be Tyler Anderson is running back on this play. 2 receivers at either side of Kramer. He looks to the left and is out of reach of Sanders. Trey Cortova felt like he had a beat on that one. He wanted a pick 6, which would have been the second of the game for the Bison. They had one earlier when the Dukes led 7-6. That kind of really has turned the tide. The Bison have not trailed since that play by Kyrus overall. That interception return in the first half that put the Bison ahead at that point 14-7. It's currently 28-7. The Bison have added on to that lead. 2nd and 10 for the Dukes. Sanders by himself. Kramer has 3 receivers to his right. Looks to the right. Fires a pass, and that pass looks like they're going to say it was caught by Idaho Brown. So, I thought it might have bounced, but it looks like they're saying he caught it, and DJ Clayton helped bring him down. For a Dukes first down. They are out past the 40-yard line to the 42. So, Dukes with their first down of the second half. Their 7th of the game. The Bison with 15 first downs at this point. Kramer looking left this time. Thinks better of it. Now, pump fakes. Now he's to the right. Keeping this alive. Still looking. And he's keeping the inside of the sideline as much as he can. Finally marked out of bounds. Avoids the sack as he gets past the line of scrimmage. Tony Dorison, the last man there to get him out. And they're going to mark the ball at the 43, so 1-yard pickup for Kramer. And it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Dukes.
2nd and 9.
They break the huddle, sending 2 men to either side of Kramer. Anderson's still the running back. Kramer takes a snap, steps up, avoids the sack. He keeps it himself and gets tackled just short of midfield by Chris Stokes. So Kramer taking matters into his own hands here. 6-yard pickup, longest run of the game for the Dukes. Brings up 3rd and 3. Almost doubles their rushing total in the game. Now up to 9 carries for 13 yards. They had passed for 149 yards. And it'll be 3rd down for the Dukes. This might be 2-down territory, as they can't afford too many more empty possessions, trailing by 21. So Kramer, and before the snap, there's a flag, and that's going to be against the Dukes. And they're going to move backwards. So it'll be 3rd and 8 now.
3rd and 8.
That's now 8 penalties for the Dukes for 50 yards. The Bison also have 5 penalties for 50 yards. So both teams have 50 yards. The Dukes have just been penalized 8 times, Bison 5 times. So a little tougher work here, pretty much erased that 6-yard gain that Grady Creamer just had. And now it is 3rd and 8. So Kramer takes a snap, looks to the right, lets it go. Pass is caught for a first down. That is Hezekiah Miller getting his feet down, inbound for a Dukes first down. Just in front of DJ Clayton. Dukes are down to the inside Bison territory to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Dukes. So they are on the move here. The Dukes looking to respond to this 21-point deficit. 3 receivers to the right. Tyrell Sanders to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Williams or Anderson, who slips through one tackle, avoids the other. Still not down. Richardson can't bring him down. Finally, Kyrie Allen brings him down. Tyler Anderson not going down without a fight. Down to the 30-yard line, a 15-yard gain. That's the longest pickup of the game on the ground for the Dukes. And they take a timeout with a first down at the Bison 30-yard line.
Need custom shirts or uniforms fast? For any event, weddings, vacations, reunions, memorials, team building, sports, we've got you. Walk in today and create your own personalized t-shirts, hoodies, or sweatshirts. No minimums, just your design, done fast. We're fast, local, and ready to bring your idea to life.
So we're back. The Dukes with another handoff. This one up the middle, spinning, and that's Hezekiah Miller, I believe, still on his feet. Or no, that's not Miller. That was Darnell Williams with that carry. He gets down to about the 27-yard line. And there's, looks like we have a break in action here. As I don't know, see if they had another timeout call. I didn't see a signal. Or was their player down? I'm not sure. The officials seem to be calling everyone back, but they're all through conferencing. So we'll see what we have here. One way or the other, it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Dukes. And I think they're going to put two. Well, actually, nope. Darnell Williams is going to be by himself as Hezekiah Miller goes out into the slot to join his fellow receivers, Clevion Spikes and Idaho Brown. Now Miller in motion to the left to join Sanders. Fakes left. Pass. Sanders catch. Oh, we cannot haul it in. It was just too high for Sanders. Went up to get it and could not bring it down. And let's see. So is that going to be, I think that might be the quarter. Let's see what we got here. As the officials huddling up here. And both coaches gathering their teams. Not sure if it's a timeout or the quarter or what we got going on here. The White Hat talking to the Bison sideline. And he seems to be indicating that we had a timeout by the Dukes. You don't recall?
No, maybe it's probably the end of the quarter.
Well, now we're going to the other side, so now I think we're going to have the end of the quarter. So it'll be, I think after 3 quarters, the Bison up 28-7. So we are here ready for the 4th quarter, and the continental shift is on. It is 3rd down. The Dukes have to get a first down here because it is 3rd down and you only get 3 downs. So 3rd and 7. And the Dukes with men in motion, another feature of the shift. Grady Kramer steps up, fires a pass. It is incomplete to Idaho Brown. And on 3rd down, that'll be a turnover on downs to the Bison. So the Bison take over on downs. Unsuccessful 3rd down by the Dukes. So that already getting a quick primer on the continental shift rules. So you saw the receivers in motion. 3rd downs, the play clock is just 20 seconds once the ball is set, so we'll be going a little faster as well. Receivers can be in motion at the snap. We also, punts will be very different. There's no fair catches, but the defense has to respect the halo. The Dukes, I think, had a man on the field. This is Williamson being brought down by Sidibe. Looks like they're going to say the Dukes had their man off the field. So it is now 2nd down for the Bison. The defense has to be a yard off the line of scrimmage as well in what is called the scrimmage zone, not the neutral zone. We have the scrimmage zone, so you'll notice the defense is a little further back to start this play. It is now 2nd and 8 for the Bison. They have 2 plays to get a first down. Aaron sends his man in motion. There's a quick little pass around the end, and stopped is number 17, Isaiah Moore. So it is now 3rd down for the Bison, and they now have to either get this first down or they can punt. Looks like they will be punting on 3rd down. And the punt is going to be a bit of an adventure too. There are no fair catches, but only certain men on the Bison are really allowed to touch the ball. The punter can recover the punt for the Bison to get the ball back, or anyone behind him, which looks like will just be him. The Dukes cannot call a fair catch, but they do have the benefit of a 5-yard halo. So Pavel Plochinin will be punting here. Get our first punt under the continental shift. There it is. And it is away. It is fielded at the 33. The Dukes have to return it. And it is returned by Nazir Neal. And now the Dukes have the ball back. But they just get 3 downs as they will have it at their own 39-yard line. We've already seen the continental shift come into play a couple times, although it hasn't affected our score of our game at all. Get a 20-second play clock once the ball is marked ready for play. So the teams will have to move fast, which is really to the Dukes' advantage considering they are trailing in this game. I know I talked to Coach Dale Moore before the game. They said they worked on this 20-second play clock in practice the other day, and it was they were pretty gassed by the end of it. They do get a break here in between possessions. So let's see if maybe they can gas this defense here. Kramer. Dukes, looks like they will not be utilize the forward motion. You don't have to. There is a handoff to, I think that was Henderson. Cut down by number 29 of the Bison, Javon Hunt-Goldsmith. So that run is out to the 39, no gain. Second down for the Dukes, just 2 downs more left to get a first down. The 20-second play clock is running as the ball has been marked ready for play. Kramer getting everybody settled. Dukes not rushing. You don't really need to panic here. Just move a little faster maybe than usual. Kramer steps through the pocket, still on his feet, running, and stiff arms the man out of bounds. Kramer with a nice run out to the 45-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down for the Dukes. They have to get the first down here or they can punt. 3rd and 4. A critical play for the Dukes if they want to do anything on this drive. They are going for it, so this is not a punt. I don't know if you're like me and you watch a bunch of CFL highlights coming in this game to try and brush up on this, but here's Kramer. Quick pass. It is caught by Miller and good for Duke's first down. Now he is stopped by Kevon Anderson, but the Dukes get a first down, a fresh set of 3 downs in Bison territory. And they will get to the line. Again, 20 seconds once the ball is set, ready to play. So you don't really have to panic or move too fast. They do utilize some of the motion here. That one is to Anderson out of the backfield, who's slipping through tackles on his way. He's going to be rolled down at the 40-yard line. So Tyler Anderson just looped behind Kramer and then came back around for the catch and made his way 8 yards for make it 2nd and 2. Oh, there is possibly a flag on the. Let's see. I did see the white hat walking our way. So now the officials are talking to each other. So they're offsetting penalties. So offsetting penalties. And it'll remain first down for the Dukes. So it's as if that play never happened. So it'll still be 1st and 10 for the Dukes. 3 plays to get a first down. Here in the 4th quarter, the continental shift in play. Dukes sending everybody forward motion. Kramer steps up, fires the pass, and way too far. I think that might have been Miller he was looking for. He sent 3 men just straight forward to the line of scrimmage. I think it looked like it was all goes pretty much. And they just didn't go far enough. The pass was too deep. It'll be second down. 2nd and 10 for the Dukes here in the fourth quarter. Bison up 28-7. If nothing else, pace has picked up a little bit here. Running on late is Tyree Bolden. Kramer completes to Darnell Williams, stutter steps, and is out of bounds. And I think we might have another flag. There's a whistle after the play. He gets out about the 42-yard line. And there's going to be offsides against the Bison. And Myers, I'm guessing they violated not the neutral zone, the scrimmage zone, the 1 yard. They have to be a yard off the line of scrimmage. So Dukes will take the penalty, save the down. It'll still be second down at the 43. Only lose yard in the exchange. So second down for the Dukes. Kramer, quick pass. It is complete. Oh, a nice hit, but Darion Brown holds on. Looks like Marcus Richardson delivering the blow. And a first down for the Dukes at the Bison 32-yard line. And the Dukes quickly back to the line. Kramer, this is going to be a handoff. Darnell Williams scooting his way downfield and out of bounds. First down at the 15-yard line. The Dukes are on the move. So the Dukes will have it first and goal. Or no, first and 10, excuse me, at the 15. Looking to cut into this 21-point lead with the aid of the continental shift. So it has helped this offense pick up. It had grown a little stagnant, didn't move much in that third quarter. But they are moving now. Kramer, fakes pass, goes the end zone. Oh, just out of the reach of Tyrell Sanders. He's trying to make a reaching catch along the side of the end zone. And so it'll be second down for the Dukes. As they huddle up with the incomplete pass, they got a little more time before this ball gets set. And there is the ball being set. So now they have 20 seconds from this moment to get the play off. They've used the forward motion a couple times, but not much, and don't seem to quite used to it enough to use it. So sticking with what they know. Kramer rolling out to the right, fires the pass in the end zone. Sanders hauls it in for a touchdown. And the Dukes are back on the board. 15 yards, Grady Kramer to Tyrell Sanders. And the Dukes cut into the lead is now 28-13. So they can, let's see what they will do on the convert. If they go for two, it'll be from the 5-yard line. I think I know that much after going through the 9 pages of rules on the league website. But they will be kicking for 1. No reads available on this, so they can't just kick it through the end zone and get a point. So Joey Hibbard will he will need to get it through the uprights to get this point for the Dukes to cut it to 14. Kick is down. The snap is down. The kick is up, and that kick is good. That is 1 point for the Dukes. And it is now Bison 28, Dukes 14 here in the fourth quarter. We'll get to see the Bison experience the
There's a lot happening in our sports community, and we don't want you to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
So we are back. The Dukes will kick off. It looks like we are going to stick with the dynamic kickoff as we all get used to these new rules. Here during the continental shift, I was mistaken, the Bison did have one possession already under these rules, and they punted on third down. So here is Joey Hibbard's kick. Still needs to get in the landing zone, which it does easily to the 8. That is the Bison moving upfield and out of bounds. Isaiah Moore with the return, helped out by Leandre Pope. And the Bison will take over. They will be a little past their own 30-yard line. Actually, out to the 37 is looks like where they're going to spot it.
Correction, on the 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Bison. 3 plays to get 10 yards. Under the CFL rules here, we still do have just 11 players, not 12. We couldn't quite engineer that technology to stretch the field as wide as they do in Canada. And that will be well, they're going to blow it before it is a free play for the Bison. They'll still play part of it out. Offside against the Dukes. As they were well past the scrimmage zone into even the more traditional neutral zone. And that'll give the Bison 5 free yards to start this drive. So 1st and 5 for the Bison. Here at Walnut Hills High School, Cincinnati, Ohio. Not the Dukes' usual field. Most of their games are at Mason, including next week against the Kentucky Cavalry. This one over at Walnut Hills. This is going to be a run by Corey Bridges. He'll get about the 50-yard line. Before he stopped by a few different Dukes.
Second and short.
At the 45. 2nd and 2, and we'll have a stoppage in play. Because I think there is a player down, so we'll have an injury, an official timeout. So we are back here for the 4th quarter, the continental shift quarter here in the Continental Football League. Indy Bison leading the Cincinnati Dukes 28-14, trying to hold on to this lead as they have the ball. 2nd and 2, and Corey Bridges spins out of a tackle in the backfield, reaches forward, going to be marked short, I believe.
Hands off to Bridges.
But a good job by Bridges to make some positive out of that. Make it 3rd and 1. And the Bison still have a bit of an advantage, and that the Dukes will have to line up at least a yard away from the ball. So they just need to get that 1 yard of empty space. 3rd down here. The Dukes can get a stop, though. It'll be their ball. Aaron is not going to get the benefit of the offsides. He's trying to draw Dukes offside. Now he's just going to let some time run off the clock. He does have to get the snap off in 20 seconds. There it is. He's going to throw this. Fire pass downfield. Incomplete. And the Dukes take over on downs. That was a failed 3rd down attempt by the Bison. Trying to drive in the final nail in the coffin. Instead, the Dukes will have it inside Bison territory. So, might be seeing some of these COFL Continental Shift rules at play already. As the Dukes take over on downs after a incomplete 3rd down pass at the Bison 47, 1st and 10, with 3 downs to get 10 yards, down 28-14. And I do believe if the Dukes score here, onside kicks are in play. They can do the more traditional onside kick where everyone lines up 10 yards apart. But the Dukes have some business to take care of before that. Haven't seen anything too unusual, no rouges or onside punts or anything like that. But certainly and definitely a nice wrinkle we've seen here. Kramer rolls out to his left, looking still, fires a pass. It is Sanders. Oh, cannot bring in the leaping catch among 3 Bison defenders.
2nd and 10. On the 46-yard line, Dukes.
So it'll be 2nd down for the Dukes. Just 2 more plays to get these 10 yards. Sanders has had a pretty nice day. 4 catches for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Unable to add to that total here. Dukes looks like they'll be employing forward motion here as they have 3 men in the backfield with Kramer. He sends his man in motion, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. There's the pass. It is too high. He was looking for Nazir Neal with that one. So it is now 3rd down for the Dukes. They have to get the 1st down here or the Bison will take over on downs. As it is the decisive 3rd down for the Dukes. Trailing 28-14. They need this one. Looks like, don't know if we'll have a lot of motion here. Nope, Kramer rolls out to the right, looks left, now back to right, pointing, going deep. Idaho Brown is too far in the end zone and incomplete. And the Bison take over and down. Just as concerning, however, Idaho Brown still down outside the end zone. He dove for that pass. It's like the defense helped him, reached out. Might have been a little push at the end just to make sure he didn't get it. And the Dukes head over there to check on Idaho Brown, the legend of this team. Longtime receiver, not just the Dukes, but Cincinnati Semi-Pro in general, Cincinnati Semi-Pro and football in general, with their high school legend. And the Dukes are checking on him, but the Bison will have it 1st and 10 as we come back. So we're back. Tyrell Williamson with a run. As the Duke's still tending to ground, but he is off on the side. There is a flag. The Bison had 12 men on the field.
Against the Indy Bison.
So they were trying to go with the actual CFL rules, but we have not quite gotten that far. So they will lose 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. For the Bison, they will still have 3 plays to get 15 yards. And now the ball isn't ready to play. There are 20 seconds for them, so they can't run off a whole lot of time, but they can run off some time before having to snap this ball, as they will take as much time as they would like. Leading by 14, there'll be a whistle, however. And we're going to have, I think, a timeout on the field. Somebody.
There's a lot happening in our sports community, and we don't want you to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
So it is 1st and 15 for the Bison. And there's a handoff. It was Williamson met by Sidibe. Yep. Looks like that is the tandem that were at the end of that play.
Second down.
Bison get about 4 yards back up to the 45. And they will run off probably another 20 seconds. Enjoying a 2-score lead here. So Aaron takes a snap, gets up, goes up and get it. Williamson brought down from behind. I think that was Dominic Raven bringing him down for a short gain.
Hands off to Williamson.
So it'll be 3rd down, and the Bison will be punting on this 3rd down from their own 46. 3rd and 10. Lurching heads out there.
On the 46-yard line.
The Dukes with a pair of returners. Looks like Nas Neal's one of them. Lurchinen averaging about 33 yards in this punt. Low snap. Fields it. Gets off the kick. There is no fair catch, so the Dukes will have to return it. It's at the 15. Sheds one tackler. Dancing around, still on his feet, and brought down. That was Marquise Jones on the return.
Marquise Jones on the return. 1st and 10. On the 19-yard line.
So the Dukes will have it at their own 21-yard line. A long way to go. Facing a rather tall task here. Late in this game. Trailing 28-14. But that's what these rules are designed to do, to keep the game exciting to the end. Let's see if the Dukes can take advantage of the continental shift. They already cut into the lead with 1 touchdown. The Dukes actually have more yards than the Bison at this point, 247 to 233. The Bison have probably the biggest play in the game, that pick 6 by Kyrus overall. They have not trailed since that moment. So Darnell Williams is the running back. And it looks like the Dukes might be using some motion here, as they do. And bringing it in, that's, I think, Bryce Green with the catch. for the Dukes. So Gareth overall with the tackle and a second down for the Dukes. Out to the 27, 6-yard pickup. 2nd and 4. 2 plays to get these 4 yards. Dukes look like they're getting a little braver with this motion. Maybe a little more desperate, perhaps. Kramer fires to the right. Pass is caught. That is Neal. Tripped up by Jaquez Howard. And the Dukes have a first down out past the 40 to the 41, it looks like. 14-yard pickup on that play. Dukes keep the chains moving. Looking to further cut this lead. Looks like we're going to again have some forward motion. There it is, and one lateral. Kramer with the pass. It is caught by Tyrell Sanders. He cannot slip out of the tackle, but he does get another Dukes first down. So another first down for the Dukes. As they are across midfield, I believe, and we're going to have a timeout, I think. And it's going to be the 3-minute warning. As part of the Continental Chef, we have the 3-minute warning. So 3 minutes remaining, Dukes down by 14. Well, that's a game. No, the reference, that's a game.
That's a game? Huh?
Yes.
And it's the end of the game. Indiana Bison 28, Cincinnati Dukes 14. We're ready to give a minute here at Stadium. In the heart of Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. We come start on good. The next home game will be at Mason High School, where the Cincinnati Dukes take on the Kentucky and the Calgary. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m. at Mason High School. Also,
Yeah.
So actually, my mistake. It was actually the end of the game. The game is over. The Indy Bison have defeated the Cincinnati Dukes 28-14 here in Continental Football League play. Congratulations to the Dukes. And of course, Justin McAfee, quite a birthday for him, as his Bison come away with a 28-14 win, defeating the Cincinnati Dukes here at Walnut Hills High School. The Dukes will be back in action next week at Mason High School, taking on the Kentuckiana Cavalry, looking to get back in the winning column. And thanks everyone for joining us here on United Football Media and eDriven Sports. We appreciate your viewing, and we hope to see you next week.